Hello everyone, I'm Randy Suarez, aka Silva. Today we're back here with another reaction. This time I'm reacting to a video called When the Heroes Get Arrested by Dumb Cops by the channel Court and Crime Chronicles. I actually stumbled upon this, and you know what? I'm here wanting to react to it because surprisingly, there are some dumb cops out there. I have friends who are cops, friends who are in the police force and on all that other stuff. And let's just say people like those guys, like in this video, most likely, make it worse for people like my friends. And it's the point that, like, yes, they are bad cops, but sometimes people who are like this or on a pile trip like this, it makes it bad for not just for the cops, but for anyone who wants to be anything with deals with law enforcement. But anyway, that being said, if y'all like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Court and Crime Chronicles. I will leave the original link to this video down below in the description. Watch it uninterrupted. I'll link to my Helluva Boss reaction playlist, because I've been reacting to Helluva Boss lately, and yeah. Episode 7 should have been dropped yesterday, so episode 8 will drop tomorrow. But But anyway, also link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow me on those social platforms. I'll link to my Cashapp if you feel gracious enough to donate $5, $10, $15. That's fine. Don't. That's fine as well. Same thing with the super thanks. But by donating or liking and subscribing, it lets me know y'all rock with the reaction content that I do, rock with the reaction in general, and rock with your boy. But anyway, without further ado, buckle up and let's get started on this video, so let's click play.
The heroes get rewarded for what they do, but sadly, these heroes get arrested by the police instead, and the reasons why are insane. Here are some instances where heroes ended up in jail, starting with this hero who tried to save the victim of a fatal shooting.
Yes.
Thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat.
On October 9th, 2020, Joseph Garces, a retired firefighter, was driving his Jeep in Santa Paula, California, when he spotted a shooting victim named Samir Salgado lying in the parking lot in a pool of blood. Without hesitation, Garces got out of his car and started doing CPR to the victim. Soon after, police officers from the Santa Paula Police Department came to the scene.
Don't go to that. No, go to the car. Don't go to that car. Stay over here. Stay over here. Stay over here. Come over here. That's your car?
That's my car. I was driving by. I saw him. I'm a retired firefighter.
Okay.
I'm not a part of this.
We don't know anything about that. We see a gun in the car. You're not going there. Do you have your ID?
It's in the car.
What's your name?
Joe Garces.
Joe Garces, you gotta relax, okay? We know you're helping us out.
Wait, but you guys aren't listening either. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, because you also have to listen. I get, and here's the thing. I always say this: what you're supposed to learn, and basically what I was told by my police buddies, that you're supposed to listen in a calm, friendly manner. But sometimes some people don't want to listen. Sometimes it's on the, even if it's on your side, your peers won't listen. You know, like I said, it's not all cops, but the cops that basically act like this, you know, they make it harder for the actual good cops.
So I said we appreciate your being involved. Okay, we just run it.
That's his knife. I took it out of his pocket to cut his shirt off.
And that's your vehicle.
Yeah, I was driving north. I saw the lady. They were looking this way, and I saw him down, and I thought it was beer or something. Spun around and came in, saw the blood. She said they were calling 911. I screamed, "Has he been shot?" She said, "Yeah," as I was pulling in.
Okay.
Saw the gunshot wound to the side of his face. I did a quick check, found the gun in his waistband, rendered it useless, stuck it inside my car, grabbed his knife, cut off his shirt, and then you guys started showing up.
Okay. Did you see anybody running, anybody leaving the area, anything?
Not a thing.
Garces gave his witness testimony to the officer, which was a polite and respectful interaction.
Yeah.
However, things took a turn for the worse when Detective Rivera from the Santa Paula Police arrived and began to adopt a condescending attitude.
Get this guy out of here. Sir.
He's a witness.
What the?
Relax, okay?
Hey,
We
sir.
appreciate it.
Huh?
So I got a crime scene, sir. I'm a detective.
Yeah, and I'm here helping him, so step the off. Okay? If you're a good detective, you wouldn't be yelling at me right now. You'd be taking care of your job.
Over here.
You. I can't get the out of here.
Get out of my crime scene. Get out of my crime scene.
What are you going to do to me?
Get out of my crime scene. I'm gonna make you next time. Get out of my crime scene.
Come with me, Mr.
Get out of
Garces.
my crime scene.
Mr. Garces.
That's my...
Come with me, Mr. Garces.
No wonder people don't give you guys the benefit of the doubt. And I worked with you for 27 years. When do I get my car back then? Hey, thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat piece.
Oof. If it gets to that point that your witness is yelling at you, you may want to, one, probably calm down the witness. Two, should have not provoked the witness to begin with. Like, Jesus. Get out of my crime scene. Why you get a better attitude, dude? Respect, man.
You have to step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. I don't know who you're.
Oh yeah, so now you're gonna come over with me, huh? You're doing a really good job right now, aren't you?
I need you to back up.
You need to calm him.
I need you to back up.
Come here.
No,
I got it.
Come here.
No,
You need
get
to
your hands off me.
Take it down a notch.
You can take
Take
it
it down a notch.
Somebody here's not
Take
controlling
it
themselves
down.
into you.
Take a deep breath.
Don't be a hypocrite.
I've taken a deep breath. It's your turn now.
Yeah, don't be a hypocrite.
You want to talk like adults? I'll let you go. You
Okay,
want to talk
did
like
you
adults?
start talking to me like an adult?
Do you understand how I need to
Do
do
you
my
see
job?
what you're doing wrong?
If you know how to do this job and you have a badge, then you would understand. Now, do you want to
It's
go to
so
148 if you have a badge?
It's so
Do you
good
have
of
a badge?
Yes,
Are you
I do.
retired?
Yes.
Do you want to go for 148 for being in a crime scene? Just because sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job, and you were a
You're
cop
saying
at
your
one time-
sergeant doesn't know how to do his job?
Take him. Turn him around. Where's your badge at?
In my
If-
like I
If your sergeant who's in charge of you don't know how to do his job, it make y'all in general look bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, I picked a good one to react to, huh?
saying, but you won't listen.
We're adding your Jeep.
Hey, you go see it when you look
Do you
at the
want
front
your
of the
car?
Jeep.
Do you want me to have to write a search warrant and keep it, or do you want to keep your car? Do you want to get home as soon as possible?
I'm not talking anymore.
Okay. Sink him in this car right here.
64. What's your first name?
Joe.
Joe.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Garces was detained in the back of the police car for nearly 15 minutes before the detective finally released him. As a result of this incident, Garces got a dislocated shoulder and a torn labrum, injuries that needed surgical intervention to fix. Afterwards, Garces took legal action against Detective Rivera and the city of Santa Paula, of which they ended up reaching a settlement out of court. Even though Garces got monetary compensation, he would be hesitant to help someone again in the future. However, things turned out even worse for the next hero who would end up regretting his brave actions forever.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night. You go to jail.
Exactly.
On June
How'd that
27,
make sense?
2023, Army veteran Matt Solon and Michael Loudermilk, the son of a Georgia congressman, were out with their girlfriends in a bar's parking lot when a man named Dwight Cooper threatened them with a gun. Matt swiftly disarmed and subdued Cooper, forcing him to the ground. He then called 911 after taking the gun away from him.
Someone pulled a gun on me. This guy asked for a cigarette. We told him he doesn't have a cigarette. He's drunk, and he pulled a gun out on us. So I disarmed him.
Who has the gun?
I have the gun. It's disarmed. It has hollow points in it. It's a Glock.
I want you to stand there and I want you to put that gun on the ground, okay? Do not have it in your hand when they pull up.
Okay.
Okay, it's on the ground.
Okay, tell them the gun's here and point to the ground, but keep your hands to where they can see them.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Where did that come from? It came from him bleeding from the head. The guy bleeding from the head? Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Okay, do you think people ever lie to the police? Is
Yes.
it possible?
I could have got shot today.
Yep, me too. That's my job. So,
I was in the
it
military
happens.
for 6 years. I think I know that.
Congratulations,
I was
sir.
in Afghanistan. I know exactly what danger is. But I'm not armed. You want to test me or frisk me or whatever?
You're fine. Just don't move, and there's no issue with that. Don't go reaching in your pocket, man.
I'm pulling my...
You just...
Get away with it thrown on the ground. Don't be stupid.
I understand completely. You're not exactly being cooperative either.
I'm putting him in my car.
Whoa.
Did I do something wrong?
I don't know what's going on. We're trying to detain you to figure out what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but did I do
Okay.
something wrong?
Wait. So he's complying with what you said, and you said, "You know what? Let's detain him so we figure out what's going on." You told him to put his hands on the car. Okay. All right. People wonder why they have trust. People have trust issue with the police because of stuff like this. Again, I get there are good police officers, that good detectives do their job correctly. But once you get power hungry or don't know what to do and start doing stuff like this, it makes it harder for the people who are doing their job correctly.
Did I do something wrong or no? I mean, you guys wouldn't even be out here if I didn't call you.
Look at it this way, man. Anytime we show up on a call, we have to do what we can for safety reasons until we can safely ask everybody questions. We got one guy with a gun, one guy bleeding, so we detain, and we wait till everything calms down, then we start asking questions and kind of figure out what happens in the scenario, just so you know why you're sitting back here.
No, I have no idea why I'm sitting back here. It doesn't explain anything.
Matt, step on now.
Yes, sir.
You just under control, I feel like. You had what under control? The whole situation. I had him on the ground. I'm taking care of him, saw the ambulance. I had it disarmed. And what else did you guys do?
All I'm told is that you're the last one to have the gun. You started touching your pockets and everything. I asked you not to, and you're like, hey, I'm the hero, or whatever you were saying.
Okay, sorry, sir. I'll say your perspective.
Matt got arrested and was later charged with felony possession of a firearm. Later,
How does that make sense if he got the firearm from the guy who basically arrested, that he basically detained himself? That makes zero sense to me. Like, zero.
both the police chief and Matt spoke to the media and explained what happened that day and the unjust reasons behind his wrongful arrest.
In your view, is Matt Solon a hero?
During his initial response, that yes, I agree with that comment. I think when the second act was taken, that's where the lines crossed, where he protected himself and the people he was with, and I commend him for that. Then part two is where he took action beyond that, and that's where he did cross the line.
Did that appear to be punitive rather than defensive?
Yes, that's what I saw.
But Matt told a different story.
I asked over and over and over again, what am I being arrested for? And Officer O'Brien said, he has rights too.
The gunman has rights.
The gunman has rights too. He was restrained and you hit him while he was restrained, and that's why you're going to jail. And I was like, he's never been restrained. He's not restrained.
How long were you in jail?
About 35 hours.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night. You go to jail.
Exactly.
He isn't arrested till the next month.
No, and he's giving his gun back. They're going to see this when they run my plate, that I've been arrested before.
For a gun-related charge.
For a gun-related charge, right. And they're going to think in their head, oh, this guy just had a good lawyer. He got off it.
The district attorney dropped all charges against Matt Solon, saying he acted in self-defense. However, by then, the damage had already been done.
Yep.
If you are enjoying the video so far, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe.
Also remind you to hit that like button for myself and subscribe. So, yeah.
In this case, the officers' actions messed up Matt's record forever. But what they did is nothing compared to what the next officers did.
Hey,
On February 4th, 2014, something unbelievable happened. A CHP highway patrol officer arrested Chula Vista firefighter Jacob Gregoire.
Wait, what?
The Chula Vista firefighters were providing medical aid to victims of a rollover car accident while using their fire trucks to block the road to keep everyone safe when an officer told them to move their trucks, warning them if they didn't, they'd get arrested. Jacob chose to stay, insisting he had a responsibility to the victim and couldn't just leave them.
Okay, I don't have time for assault zone. This is ridiculous. CHP is arresting Engineer Gregoire for where he spotted the fire engine.
It's unbelievable. You have to do this. It's unbelievable. You guys have to treat us like this. We're on the road trying to help you. We asked you to clear the road, and you said no, and you'll get arrested in 23 minutes.
Hey, yo! Hey! Okay. Hold on. Let me get this straight. A horrific accident happened on the freeway, has basically blocking the freeway so they can help the victims, so they can clear this crap out faster, and you're arresting the main person in charge of that, who's doing his job. When you this is a damn shame, like, for real. Like, how freaking insanity. How black-hearted are you for arresting someone who's actually doing their job?
We're in the middle of patient care with patients on the freeway. They're putting him in handcuffs at this time and walking him away.
The chief of the Chula Vista firefighters backed up his colleague's choice, saying that putting the victim's life first was crucial.
Very.
Jacob was released 30 minutes later. He showed great bravery by putting the victim's life first. But in the next case, another hero faced serious consequences for doing a similar act of bravery.
We're done. No, we're done.
Hey, yo! Back off!
On July 26, 2017, Police officers from the Salt Lake City Police Department went to the University of Utah Hospital to take a blood sample from a victim who was involved in an accident after a vehicle pursued by the police during a car chase collided with his vehicle, causing it to explode. This resulted in several injuries and burns, leaving the victim in a coma. When the officers got there, the nurse in charge, Alex Wubbles, stopped them from taking a blood sample, and the ensuing interaction quickly descended into chaos.
So I printed this off. This is what I was told to print off. Brad, I'm just putting it on speaker so you can. So I have this. It says obtaining blood samples for police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay, this was something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest, and neither of those things. The patient can't consent. He told me repeatedly that the things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest, and neither of those.
So, electronic warrant, patient consent, and patient under arrest. If you don't have three of those things, why are you trying to get a blood sample if you don't have one or three of those things?
The patient can't consent. He told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant, and the patient is not under arrest. So I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do. That's all. So.
Okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood. Is that? Am I fair to surmise that?
The nurse stopped the officers from getting a blood sample from the unconscious patient, citing it was against hospital policy and legal regulations. It was unsurprising that the officers failed to meet the necessary requirements. Their motive for seeking the blood sample was questionable. They sought to determine if the victim had consumed any drugs or alcohol, potentially to justify the car crash, as police regulations.
If the car crash was caused by your own doing, chasing another vehicle in a high-speed chase, that's on y'all. Not on the nurse, not on the hospital, not on the person that you crashed into, not on the person that the vehicle got collided into. It is on the police. It's on the person who with the high-speed chase. Not the person who was basically minding their business to begin with and got into a car, not even supposed to get into a car wreck. Okay.
Strongly discourage high-speed chases on busy traffic to avoid endangering civilian lives, a protocol the officers seem to have neglected, resulting in the crash.
I don't know. I have no idea why he's blaming me. I'm just representing. Why are you blaming the messenger?
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. Like you're making a huge mistake because you're threatening to hurt him.
Frustrated about not having his way, the officer did something really shocking.
Okay.
Oh, please.
No, we're done. No, we're done.
Yo.
Hey.
We're done, sir.
Hey, yo, back up. Hey, no.
Hey.
Why are the other officers? Hey, why y'all two not doing anything about it?
Hey.
Detective Jeff Payne, who was later identified as the officer in question, forcefully grabbed the nurse, slamming her against the wall and handcuffing her simply because she chose to follow the law and protect her patient's rights. Soon after, Detective Payne's boss, Lieutenant James Tracy, came to the scene and began to pressure and manipulate the nurse into complying with their demands to give them the blood sample.
Okay. The problem is this. Okay? You're telling me what your policy is, and I appreciate that you have a policy.
It's not my policy.
No, I know.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm being told what to do and what I've been told.
She's following her policy from her boss. You're not her boss. Again, people like this make it harder for the good actual law enforcement, the police officers. And you trying to get your way to cover your mistakes. Your mistakes. Shame.
What I'm trying to tell you is, we wanted blood from this guy. Now, I have talked to people, and there's probably a much better solution that we could have come to, okay? But, all we had to do was the blood, okay? And my point is, there are civil, if we're breaking the law, if we're doing wrong, okay?
Just listen to him.
Listen to me. If we're doing wrong, there are civil remedies, okay? If we took this blood illegally, it all goes away, all right? So there's civil remedies if we make a mistake. What I'm telling you is,
I love how they not knowing they're accountable, basically doing this in front of the freaking camera. All right.
you're not making this, okay? I've done this for 22 plus years.
I don't care you
know
done it for
what
22 years. I don't care.
All right? And what you have done, because your bosses are telling you to, has been to prevent this officer who was called out to do a job to do his job. That's obstructing justice, okay?
That's not.
These two officers clearly have serious ego issues. The nurse was eventually released and later agreed to a $500,000 settlement with Salt Lake City and the University of Utah over the incident. Detective Jeff Payne was subsequently terminated from his position, and Lieutenant Tracy was demoted 2 ranks below to the role of a patrol officer after internal investigations conducted by the Salt Lake Police Department. If you like watching true crime videos like this one, make sure you're subscribed to see more.
Alright. As y'all may know, I am very upset because people like that frustrates me to the max because it interferes with the actual people who want to do their job. Who's there to do their job. Following policy like that to do their job. And yet you making it hard just to cover up your mistakes, but I'm upset. Fuck it. Anyway. Y'all like to see me react to some more stuff like this, let me know in the comments down below. But that being said, if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Court and Crime Chronicles. I will leave the original link to this video down below in the description. Watch it uninterrupted. Also link to my Helluva Boss reaction playlist. Yes, I've been reacting to Helluva Boss lately, so you can check those reactions out. Link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me on those social platforms. Also link to my Cashapp. If you feel gracious enough to donate $5, $10, $15, that's fine. You know, that's fine as well. Same thing with Super Thanks. By donating or liking and commenting, whatever you do, it lets me know y'all rock with the content that I put out, rock with the reaction, and rock with your boy. But that being said, till next time, please take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. And I need to calm down, so peace out.
Little questions is everything they know about you.